effective date, first reading.
Now, that's the first two readings by the statute that we have to do because of our projects in EDC that were over 10,000.
And these are the projects that we've already
Approved, yes.
Approved his budget. I move for approval of resolution 1060-2021.
Second.
Can I have, before we have discussion before we vote, that's 75,000 to one deal, right?
Grants.
The
There
grant.
is
Well, I didn't want to mention the name.
Yeah.
It's on here.
Isn't that a little high?
Well, that's what we all approved,
I
the
don't
parking
know.
lot.
For this. Okay.
So he bought everything and we paid for about half of the parking.
Okay.
Or helped him, and this is
Helped
like
him.
the others, just to help explain it,
Yeah,
because
it's
there's
just
been,
like
there's been some
QT.
social media comments
Yeah.
that are incorrect. He has just like the others that have been done, he has a personal guarantee signed. If his company goes bankrupt, he owes us the money personally, so. But then the other side of all that is what was looked over by EDC at the time was the income that will come back to us,
No,
not
no,
only
I
in
agree
ad
with that.
valorem, but sales tax as well, so. Now, I'm not saying it for you, I'm kind
No,
of, for
because I
the
wasn't
people
here.
listening, cause there's a
Yeah.
lot of,
I wasn't at
I
the
hear
EDC
they're up
deal
and
with it.
going again today, discussing how we're giving money away and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Now we're trying to bring money in.
Yeah.
We've gotta get some more businesses in here that are paying
Well,
sales tax.
as long as we got a parachute to protect, QT, we had a parachute. I mean, we were
Yeah.
only giving them X amount a year and we were getting return on that.
And
X
see, my
amount.
understanding is that was about 300,000, right?
Yeah.
But I think it's already been paid back too,
Oh, yeah.
so.
And it was two business, it wound up being two
If you
business.
look at our sales tax too, even through the pandemic, since we've got those businesses in, I know when I started on EDC, it was a little over about 106,000 what we projected. Now we're 240, 250 from sales tax, so it's, the businesses that we brought in obviously has helped keep us afloat on, not only helps the crimes, but it helps the EDC, which then gives us the money to get these people in here and help them, so.
So I guess we have a motion and a second. Did we vote on that yet?
Yeah, no, it was.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Aye.
Motion carries. So I'm seeing it going to that to, city manager, but we have a note in here. Transit, is that just part of what you're covering in this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, so discussion or action regarding updates from the city manager advising the mayor and city council on personnel, city's physical condition, pandemic executive orders, scheduling council work session, future needs of the city, and other city manager recommendations.
Okay, the mayor and I did meet with, FWTA or Fort Worth Transit Authority, whatever you wanna say. The deal of going down Roberts Cutoff is out, they pulled that. It'll continue to be just like it is now. I did tell her I have complaints on MITs that I wanna share with her, that I'm getting to her. And, if the city does not want to continue with the service, we need to do something this month, so.
Well, we need to put that, I would request that be discussed on the agenda.
Yeah.
At whatever point.
Next council meeting, next week.
That's my
Why does
point.
it have to be this month?
If they want to come to the council meeting on the 14th, I wanted to get them to EDC, but
I know, why do we have to make a decision this month if we got a 180-day out?
because you have to make it 180 days out for it to be effective at the end. That's in the contract.
You have a cancellation period
Mhm.
of letting them know 180 days.
You gotta
before the
give them a
contract's over.
180-day notice, yes, sir.
No, but
While we're
That's
still under
any month.
contract there, yeah.
Right.
Sorry?
That's from any month, why does it have to be this month?
Oh, I
Because
get
the
what you're
March
saying.
27th is it, that's the termination date.
So what he's asking is, can't we get out at any time with 180 days notice? And it sounds like you're saying we have to notify them 180 days prior to the end of this year's contract.
Yeah, I see what he's saying now. Yeah, I'm sure you can. Just gotta give them a 180-day notice.
I just wanna look at maybe some alternatives, cause I learned some information a few days ago about and it's mainly about MITs. I was told, I don't know this, a person told me that said that it's true, that if you're on Medicare or Medicaid, that those people can actually ride in a taxi or one of their vans, and those Medicaid or Medicare pays for it. And that was one of the big things I wanted, because we couldn't get MITs without having the bus.
Mm-hmm.
And I know there's some people out here that needed that service, but if they can get that from an alternative service, I'd also like to look at that, what Arlington has done with that ride share. I think they pay like $3 or something like that, and I don't know if the city picks up the rest of it or how that problem worked, but I think there's probably some alternative now with all these ride share programs that we can look at that wasn't available back then that might be available now, that might be a little bit
We have a brand new one has just popped up. It's too early for any of us to know, but it sure sounds like if it could work there, it's worth looking into. The Near South Side has just started their own rideshare program where they purchased a couple of vans, and they have, I think their temporary plan, you know, see how it all works out. I think they're gonna have one van during the day. A good part of it is they have a lot of restaurant bar business in that area, so they're wanting free rides home for anybody. But, so they're actually, the Near South Side with their, Near South Side Inc. and some of their tours and those kind of monies, they have actually purchased 2 vans, as I understand it, and they're offering free service to anybody within their geographic location. So the idea is anybody that's goes to a restaurant there can get a ride home for free, and I think what I started to say was, 1 during the day is what they think they're gonna need now, 1 during the day and 2 in the evenings, and then it's set up where, so I think they've got employees that are gonna do it, so it's new, and it'd be interesting to see how that plays out on a smaller scale than River Oaks.
I think we need to talk to them. I was disappointed in
I
how
think
they
we should
handled this.
personally reevaluate what our needs are, but I think when we look into the Medicare and Medicaid, those are gonna be restricted to doctor's visits. Whereas MITS is used more broadly than just for the doctor.
Well, and part of the problem with MITS, that I guess now is not the time, and I guess we're discussing it, and it's not on the agenda.
Probably ought to wait.
So, we have some letters from customers that MITS has not worked for them in our city, so.
Okay, I think we'll just need to look at alternatives.
So, can we put that on the next agenda and
Yes, sir.
try to address it?
Whether they could be here or not, Marvin, if we just get the statistics from them, that would be as useful as anything.
Well, I've got the statistics, but again,
Well, you got your independent, okay.
But
yeah, I've got those.
Okay.
it comes from them.
But
Yeah, I
I'm
know that,
saying-
but it's not a presentation, it's the hard facts.
For a room full of their employees.
I didn't say that.
I did. Marvin, what else you got for us?
Well, we have a new population. It's now 7,646. Went up a couple hundred.
Thought we were 7,600 before.
No, we were 7,437 before.
We're growing and landlocked all at the same time.
We need to add another councilperson.
No, I don't think so. 5 of you is enough for me.
You got one too many now. Okay, very good.
I've already talked to you about the landfill contract that I mean, we can drive all the way to Turkey Creek and Alvarado,
Hey, I'm in the minority.
but we won't save money.
I'm a minority there.
Well, I mean, I think that's something we always need to look at, because I know in my business, that does happen. We go through times where all of a sudden it pays a lot
Right.
to drive all the way to the other side of the Metroplex.